It's sod's law that when you're on a roll, when you're hitting all of those points that you want to make with a beer review, halfway through you realise that, oh shit, I'm not recording because I've run out of memory. So today we are looking at the Beavertown's Stingy Jack Spiced Pumpkin Ale, which is clocking in at 7.2%, and this ingredients list is just, it tickles me in all the right places. We've got water, malted barley, pumpkin, oats, hops, yeast, maple syrup, ginger, nutmeg, and spices. And yeah, all clocking in at 7.2% in an absolutely wonderfully designed Nick Dwyer can once again. Friggin' love the artwork on Beavertown. It's got this like nice starry landscape, like a night sky. And what I like about this is actually it's you think that it's actually designed fully on the can, but it's actually a stick-on label. So when you peel it off, which I'm not going to do fully right now, but I do want to save the label at a later date, you peel it off and you've still got this really gorgeously designed can with all those stars in there. Pick this can up from the Northern Beer Temple in Wigan. Try and make an effort to visit this place because you will be very, very pleasantly surprised. But I've also found out that this is now available here in Beretta in Germany, so if I really enjoy it, I know somewhere where I can pick it up while I'm here. But anyway, beer in a glass, and it's really quite dark on camera, but what I'm seeing is a nice, almost like rusty, sort of orangey copper colour. Very, very hazy, which I'm putting down to not only the pumpkin, but also the other mixture of stuff in there. There is some sort of like powdery sediment that I'm getting, and it seems to like forming in the middle of the glass. Almost like a cloud, and yeah, it just looks absolutely fantastic. And when I poured it, it had about one finger's worth of a off-white head. So let's give it a little bit of a swirl and see what we get on the aroma. That earthy pumpkin is so evident in this beer. I've had only a few pumpkin beers now, but you very rarely pick up the pumpkin flavour, I've found. You only really seem to pick up, even on the aroma and the flavour, like the spices that you would get with like a pumpkin spiced such and such. I mean, you know, we're in that season now where it's all the hype. I mean, American breweries especially are releasing their pumpkin spiced or pumpkin ales like in July. A lot of the time you just pick up like the seasoning and those spices that you would get in like a pumpkin pie or a pumpkin soup. I absolutely love making a big batch of pumpkin soup when it comes to autumn and when the pumpkins are in season. I can't think of anything more homely and warming than a nice batch of like, it's not too thick but not too thin pumpkin soup. Yeah, just roast some pumpkin, roast some carrots, roast a few pieces of garlic, maybe 1 or 2 onions, just roast it for about half an hour, 40 minutes, put it in a pan full of like vegetable stock, just cook it for a little bit longer and then blend it, add some more seasoning, spices, a little bit of pumpkin oil on the top. Oh, it's like the best thing ever. Make yourself some pumpkin soup because it is so worth it. Fry off the pumpkin seeds to add on the top, a little bit of crispiness. Beautiful stuff. Anyway, back to the beer. I'm definitely picking up like that ginger. It's not like a fresh ginger, it's more like the granulated ginger that you get. You definitely pick up like these sweet spices. When I was recording before, I was getting like a slight wit beer sort of aroma, and I'm still slightly getting that. Almost that like slight coriander sort of aroma. Maybe a hint of clove. I'm guessing like clove might be classed as the spices on the ingredients list. But get a slight sweetness. It is more savoury than sweet, I'd say. And the savoury aspects, I mean, the sweet aspects you do get are sort of like a spiced, like, ginger cake, maybe. Not picking up too much maple syrup on the aroma, but I'm guessing that's going to come through on the sweetness. Yeah, it's a pumpkin spiced beer. Pumpkin spiced pumpkin ale, and you are definitely picking up that pumpkin. So you're going to get that nice, slightly earthy aroma, and I'm guessing that's going to add to that body of the beer as well. Let's find out. Cheers. Oh, that's so lovely. That is absolutely gorgeous. And like I was thinking, you get that pumpkin in both terms of that, like, very, like, base sort of earthy flavour. And that's the great thing about pumpkin. Some people say, oh, pumpkin's so bland. Pumpkin is, like, one of the best culinary uh, whiteboards that you can work on, or best culinary canvases that you can work with, that's better saying, because you can add so much to it. You can go down the sweet direction, you can go down the savoury direction, you can go down an Asian direction or like an American direction. You could do so much with so little when it comes to pumpkin. So it offers this really nice base, and it adds to the body of the beer. It's not too heavy, not too light. You definitely pick up that pumpkin in both the flavour and the body. There's a very slight peaty smokeness, sort of reminiscent of like a Schlenkerla Rauch beer, which I'm guessing is coming from like a combination of the spices and maybe a hint of that ginger and of course that pumpkin. And you get that like smokiness on the back end, which is a really nice way to finish off the beer. And then, of course, you're getting all of these spices. That ginger is nice, adds a little bit of a kick, not too sweet. I could definitely get a slight sort of maple syrup, which sort of balances out that spiciness and that earthiness. Yeah, I'm actually really quite surprised at how smoky this beer is. It's really... you pick up on it quite a lot, and I actually really quite like that. That's such a nice, satisfying mouthfeel. A nice bit of heft to it. And yeah, if you love pumpkin in general, then Beavertown's Stingy Jack Spiced Pumpkin Ale. It does exactly what it says on the literal tin. It's got that spiciness. Works really well with that sweetness of the maple syrup. Works really well working with that base flavour of the pumpkin, which also adds a nice body to the beer. And yeah, if you're a naysayer of a pumpkin ale or a pumpkin spiced ale, then you've not drank this beer, because this is absolutely fantastic. You know, we're coming towards the end of October as I'm recording this. I want a couple of cans of this for Halloween. It's so autumnal, it's so warming, it's so cozy, and yeah, I could drink a hell of a lot more of this. And you know what? At 7.2%, I'm really, really not getting that at all. Not even like a slight alcohol warmth right now. You definitely don't pick it up on the aroma or on the taste. That's such a nicely balanced and well executed beer. If you've not tried this beer, do your best to pick up a can, because it's perfect for the naysayers of a style that has probably become oversaturated. And yeah, bottom line is Beavertown have done another stellar job with this one, and I'd happily pick this one up again. So as is usually the case, if any of my regulars have reviewed this, links will be down below. Check out all the information down below, more about this beer, more about Beavertown. Definitely one of the UK's best craft brewers. And yeah, if you've tried this one, let me know your thoughts and opinions, and what are some of your favourite pumpkin spiced or pumpkin style ales that I should definitely check out in the future. So thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you in the next one. And before I go, this is definitely a 10 out of 10 beer from me. Fantastic stuff. I want some pumpkin soup now, and we don't have any pumpkin. Oh well, I'll just finish this one off and it'll be jobs are good. See you later, guys.